Well, here we are with Chris from Kickin Valentina. Thanks for joining us, Chris, here on the Morning Rock Out. Won't
Yeah,
keep you long because I know you've got a plane to catch. Is that right?
I do, man. Thank you. Thanks for having me. And yeah, we start the tour on Saturday and in Italy. So we're flying out tonight, a few days early.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's why I understand it. Italy first gig. Is that where you're flying into, Italy?
No, we're actually flying into France because a long story. The tour ends near the Netherlands, so we're just kind of basing ourselves in and out of France on this. So we fly there. Then we drive down to Milan tomorrow, and then make our way all the way up to Sweden and back down all the way over to the Netherlands.
Yeah, I've seen the itinerary. Yeah, you've got a fair bit of trek in on mainland Europe there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
Cool.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, excellent. And before then, album launch party a couple of days ago. How did that go?
It went well, man. It was a lot of fun. We had we had people travel from all over the place, as far as away as Switzerland, come over for this.
Really?
Yeah, we had some a couple of people we know from Canada came down, Florida, California, like all over the place. It was awesome,
Big,
and it was good to be back on stage again. It was the first time we played in I think 9 months, about 9 months. So it was our first.
really?
Yeah,
Really? Okay, so you've been working on the album then up till that point, is that right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. We just been finishing all that up and took a little bit of a break, and we wanted to just like I said, just take a little bit of a break and before we started playing again. But yeah, mainly we've been working on getting the album out.
Yeah, cool. So everybody else is at home getting bags packed. Are you all packed then?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
You've got everything. You're not gonna forget your passport, are you, and stuff like
So as
that.
long as I have that, I'm good. I every time I leave for tour, I stand there. I'm like, what have I forgotten? No, no, I've forgotten something. I'll figure it out later if I did.
That's right. I always say, as long as you've got your passport and some money, everything else is fine.
Yeah, I've got a passport and a credit card. Anything else I can
Yeah,
buy when I.
exactly. That's exactly right. So flying over to Europe now, obviously I'm here in the UK, and when I've been over in the States and I've flown back home, the jet
Mhm.
lag absolutely kills me. How do you deal with the jet lag?
Um, I mean, it usually takes us a couple of days to adjust. Mainland Europe is 6 hours ahead of us, so usually we're laying in bed at 5 o'clock in the morning, still wide awake. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've been there.
but then when we get home, it takes a couple of days to adjust to it again. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So playing mainland Europe, I,
yeah,
you've probably been asked this many times because I've heard other people ask bands, but I'm going to ask it anyway. How does the
okay.
European crowd compare to the US crowd?
um, oh my God. I think a lot of the Europeans. I mean, we've got some great fans over here, so I don't want anything that I say taken the wrong way, but so we've got some great fans over here. But it's just, I think over there, man, it's just if you're into rock and metal, it's more of a lifestyle. It's what you are. It's you go to all the shows, and all of that, and as far as like the shows go, it seems like when you get to a gig everybody gets there early and they want to check out all the bands and they stay till it's done. And over here, people will just kind of drag in right before the headliner goes on. And so in some of those ways it's just a little bit different.
Yeah. I can agree with you there. Personally, me, I am like you say, I'm there. Check out new bands who are
Yeah.
supporting right from the start, right to the
Yeah.
end, because you never know.
Oh
Band
yeah.
might just still come on and do something secret.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, you go to the shows, you check out the openers, and it's like you were saying, it's like you never know you're going to discover a new band that
Yeah,
you'd never heard
exactly.
of.
Exactly. Might have discovered Kickin Valentina that way. You never know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
cool. That's right. I mean, I discovered you at Call of the Wild Festival. I'd heard of
Okay.
you because I work as a volunteer at the Stone Dead Festival that you played
Yeah.
last year. Was that last year?
Yeah, I think it was last year we played
That's
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I knew you were playing there. So I saw you at Call of the Wild, man. Great show. That was
Thank you.
excellent. I loved
All the
that.
while was
Brilliant.
fun. That 3 times. So
Yes.
had a lot of fun doing it. Got a lot of fans out of it, met a lot of great people over there. And so yeah, we love playing England. So we can't wait to go back later this year.
Lovely. Yeah, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Something
Yeah.
I'm always interested to know with a smaller band like yourself.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a road crew, or is it just you and the rest of the band moving your stuff?
It's us, man.
It's you, is it? Putting the hours in.
It's us. It's us driving ourselves to the gigs, unloading, sound checking, unloading after the gig. I mean, we have done runs where we've had a bus and where we've been out with another band and we've had a crew, a tour manager, and all of that. But most of the time, man, it's us doing everything, literally everything. So
Fantastic. Fantastic. And another thing I'm always interested in with a band like yourself, or any band, to be honest with you, before you go on stage, do you have like a little ritual together,
no,
or you like
no,
turn round three
no,
times and cross your fingers? You just get on with
no,
it, do
man.
you?
It's funny people ask us that, and we do these shows and we see bands back there doing their little warm ups and singers back there doing his vocal warm ups and they got their little rituals and everything. And no, dude, we don't have anything like that. DK jokes. He goes, "Yeah, I just hock a loogie and drink a shot of whiskey and I'm ready to go." Yeah. So
There you go. He's got his ritual then.
but no, man,
Brilliant.
we don't do anything like that. So when we're done, we get off stage. I just want 5 minutes to like just cool down for a minute, and then we're right back. We're like right at the merch table.
Fantastic. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That is great. Um, One other question regarding the tour. So
Huh?
you're in Europe for a while, and then when you come to the UK, 12 dates. How do you juggle coming over and doing a long tour away from home with regards to family and that? How do you cope with being away from your folks?
Man, it sucks being away from family for that long. Yeah, this coming upcoming tour, we're gone for 3 weeks. But they're very supportive of what we do, and they're very understanding of everything, and that we have to be gone. And we were all doing this, when we met, and so I've got a son, and I'm married,
All
and
right, yeah, yeah,
yeah, so it sucks being away from my son for that long, and I'll call him all the time, and same with my wife, and we'll video chat and call as much as we can. There is a 6 hour time difference, but it can be hard at times, but it's what we do.
that's right. Yeah, you mentioned the time difference. So I'm here in the UK. It's just after 8 p.m. What time is it with you?
It's 3 here right now.
3. Cool.
Yeah.
So we've got the Europe tour. As you said, you're doing Italy, Switzerland, Denmark, Germany, Belgium, finish off at the Netherlands.
Mhm.
And then you're back here in the UK in August. What are you doing in between times? Are you just chilling and rehearsing or what?
When we come home, we don't have anything planned for June, but it looks like we've got some stuff that's going to be coming up over the summer here in the U.S.
All
As a
right.
matter of fact, I've got on my ride over to Heber's house this afternoon. I've got to call our agent because he's got some U.S. dates for us. It looks like for July, and then I think we've got some other stuff in October here in the U.S. So we're starting to book up here in the U.S. in between the European dates.
All right. Excellent. So keep our eye out for some US dates then for you.
Yeah, hopefully
Cool.
we'll have to start announcing some of those soon.
Yeah, yeah. And we will, well, me personally, I'll just post them out on Morning Rock Out on the Facebook page and that, and mention you on the show when it's out and about. Oh,
Awesome.
talking of which, I assume for the European tour as well as the UK tour, buy tickets online, yeah?
Yes, yes. We've got all the dates are on kickinvalentina.com with ticket links. We've been just promoting the hell of it on social media. All the ticket links are listed on Facebook as well. So yeah, definitely go buy your advance tickets.
So yeah, check out Kickin Valentina's website and Facebook then for tickets, and I'll post that as well. So then when you're back here in the UK, 12 dates, that's a long time here in the
Yeah.
UK. Yeah, that
Yeah.
is great. Got some good
Yeah.
shows lined up. KK Steel Mill. Have you played that venue before? That is great. That's a great
No,
venue, that is.
we haven't played there yet, but we keep hearing how cool of a place it is, so we're looking forward to it. This will be
It
our
is.
first time.
Yeah, it is. It is cool. Me personally, I've got tickets to come and see you. I'm going to watch you at the Yardbirds Club in Grimsby because that is only just up the road from me, half an hour. So I shall be coming to see you then. That is, let me have a look, 8th of September. So we could be able to meet up then, Chris, and have a few drinks maybe.
Absolutely, yeah.
Have you? I don't suppose you've played the Yardbirds Club either, have you?
Actually, we have. We played it twice.
Oh, have you? Have you? So
Yeah.
you know it's run by the Warlocks then.
Yes, yes. We
Yeah.
did they had like what was it, like a custom bike event up there one day. And it was like on a Sunday, and we came up there and played for that. So this time will be our third time playing there. It's a cool
Oh,
venue.
really? Third time. When you mentioned the custom bike show, I do recall actually seeing that, and you were gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a good time. So anyway, all these tours, they are to promote the new album, Star Spangled Fist Fight.
Yep.
And I've just been reading some reviews, and we've got here Fireworks Magazine, Good Times, Testosterone Fueled Rock and Roll. I reckon that describes the album,
That sums it up.
doesn't it? Doesn't it? I've been playing it on repeat, and looking here, the album's 10 out of 10 on Power Play Magazine, 10 out of 10 Metalized Magazine, same with Metal Temple. You must be pleased with that.
Man, all the reviews have been really positive on this record so far. And with some of our past records, get an odd review here and there where that they don't care for it. But man, everything so far on this one has been great. So we've been really happy with all the reviews so far.
I don't blame you. It's just a cracking record. Yeah. Anyway, I just love it. I can't say that enough.
We were really happy with the way this record turned out.
Oh, mate, yeah, you must be.
Yeah.
Talking about the record and other albums, who does the writing in Kickin Valentina? How does the writing process work?
Well, with the kind of the dynamics of the band right now is three of us live in Atlanta and our singer lives in California. So it's usually Heber and I will bring in an idea, a riff, a basic song structure to something, and we'll just kind of hash it out between the three of us, and then we send it over to DK, and he gives us his feedback, what he likes, doesn't like, wants to change, and whatnot, and and we just kind of go back and forth like that. And for this album, actually the song Fire Back was a riff that Jimmy had, a drummer, and he kind of had this it's like a basic little riff. He's a drummer, he's not a guitar player, so it's just kind of a basic idea, and Heber and I just kind of saw the direction he was trying to go with it, so we just kind of cleaned it up and put it all together, and it ended up as Fire Back. But for this record, man, it's like we went in, we did all the music in the studio, and then DK flew out for a couple of weeks and did all the vocals. So Saturday night was the first time, other than we had us as a band, we would rehearse the music. DK had an issue with his flights, so he got here late. So we had one rehearsal with him, and then we had our show Saturday night. And this was like the first time we played some of these songs together as a band
Really?
before. Yeah. So it was just the way it was written. You know, we weren't even at the studio together for the recording most of it. So
is that how it usually works, or is that a new thing?
For this record, it's just kind of how it had to work out. You know, our first singer, you know, from our first couple records, he lived here, so it was a very different dynamic back then. But with DK, you know, with Revenge, we didn't quite do it that way because he was here a little bit more. But with Star Spangled, that's just kind of how it worked out.
Cool, yeah. Star Spangled Fist Fight. I love that title. That is great. Obviously, it's one of the track. That's a title of one of the tracks on the record, but that just, for me, that sentence just sums up Kickin Valentina. Star Spangled with a Star Spangled Banner, US type thing, coming with you with a punch. Yeah. Who came up with that name? Because that is cracking.
DK came up with it, and it was actually one of the first songs that we had written for the album, and we just thought it was a cool title. And you know, then fast forward, we had all these, you know, we narrowed down the songs that we were going to do, and we're trying to think of an album name, and we're just kicking around ideas, and we're just like, well, why isn't it called that? It's just got a cool, you know, like vibe to it, and you know, you can do cool things with it visually and everything. So just, you know, but DK came up with it, and like I said, it was one of the first songs that we had written for the album.
Well, he came up with a cracker there, like I said.
Yeah.
So we've had singles off the album, Ride or Die, Taking a Ride, Dirty Rhythm, all great tracks, but apart from those three, I think my favorite track of the album is Turn Me Loose. What's your favorite track?
Probably Man on a Mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that song. I think it's got good energy. It's got a good vibe to it. Saturday night when we played it, you know, it just went over really well. Crowd singing along with it, and it's a fun song.
It certainly is. That's a good track as well. I mentioned Dirty Rhythm. Now that's a fun song. Having relations with a female alien, so I've got to ask, which one of Kickin Valentina have been out to Area 51? Come on, tell me, dish the dirt.
Well, I guess if there's like an alien conspiracy person in the band, that would probably be me. But
it's you.
I've never been to Area 51. But we were joking with somebody the other day. We want girls to start showing up at the shows with like little alien antennas and everything.
Yeah. I bet they will do. That's something to to put on.
In like the little silver, like, you know, alien suits and stuff. Yeah.
That's fine. Let's see what else I want to ask you here. So obviously the album, people want to listen to it. Where can they listen to it? Is it streaming?
It is streaming, and it is on every streaming platform out there. Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, you name it. It's on Apple Music. They can buy it through our website. And you can get it online. You know, any little independent record stores out there will probably have it. So it's everywhere. Go get it. Listen to it.
If people stream, it's everywhere they stream from. And if you're an old one like me, you've got physicals, you've got CDs and albums, yeah. Vinyl, cool. And
it's crazy how much of a comeback vinyl has made. We're like, they like are flying off the merch table the other night.
Oh, brilliant! Yeah, I mean, it has. I saw even, I think it was the other day, last year, vinyl outstripped CDs, and that again, getting a big thing again. I think it's just, well, I don't know what it is. I was just gonna say, I think it's just oldies like me who love the retro feel of the vinyl, but youngins are getting it as well.
You've got so many people are listening to stuff, just streaming it nowadays, but they want something physical. And you know, most people don't even have CD players anymore, so it's
Yeah.
just cool. It's cool to have the vinyl. It's got all the artwork and everything in it, and it's just everybody thinks it's cool to have those now.
Yeah, that's right. I can totally agree on that one. And if I'm right in remembering, this album was put together by crowdfunding. Is that right? Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, yeah. We did a Indiegogo campaign for it, and it was basically the Indiegogo was just a pre-order.
Oh,
And
right, yeah.
yeah, it was just a pre-order, and um, with that, we did some like exclusive merch designs, like an exclusive T-shirt and an exclusive hoodie design that they can only get through the Indiegogo. So we tried to make it a little bit fun, but yeah, it was all pre-orders.
Cool. Do you think you'll do that again for a next album?
I don't know. We've talked about it. We'll see. We've talked about it. If we do it again, we may just do it like a straight pre-order through our website instead of through Indiegogo, because one of the problems that we had was you have to the way the shipping works in there, and the way you buy your bundle packages, it was difficult for like European fans to buy it. It was the shipping costs were too much for them. So we might do it a little bit different next time to help ease that. But we'll see.
Cool. Well, some on that, we're probably looking a little bit too far because you're touring on the back of this album. But any plans of another album? Are there any like little ideas coming in yet?
Man, I have no idea. I have no idea. This is our. We've been with Mighty Music for a while, and this is our last album on this contract. So we're gonna, we're doing the Nordic Noise Festival over there in a couple of weeks, and it's a festival that our label's involved in, and so I'm sure he's going to want to sit down and talk to us about renewing the contract again. So so we'll see, but yeah, we would love to put some more music out down the road.
Brilliant. So yeah, well, fingers crossed you do stay with Mighty Music because it was them that set this up for me, and I just want to say thanks for letting me have a quick chat with you, Chris. Just got one final question for you. With Kickin Valentina, we're into the second decade of Kickin Valentina. What do you see for the future?
I don't know, man. We're just, we started the band back in 2013, and so we're 11 years into this now, and we've got 4 full-length albums out, a few EPs, and playing music is what we do, and we'll see. We'll see. We have no plans on slowing down or stopping.
Good.
So,
What more
yeah,
Kickin Valentina in our life for sure, man.
yeah. So there'll probably be another record.
Excellent. Lovely. We would look forward to that, Chris. So I better let you get off, mate, because you've got to get over to Heber's house, catch the
Yes.
plane. What time's your
Yes.
flight?
The flight's not till 9:50 tonight.
All right. So you got a little while yet then.
I've got a little time, but we've got to get over there, and we've got to, get our merch packed and all the stuff that we're bringing with us and figure out all of that sort of fun stuff. So,
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, have a great time in mainland Europe, Chris, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you when you're here in the UK. As I said, I will see you at the Yardbirds Club.
Nice.
September, mate. Thanks for joining with me.
Thank you.
Have a great time. Take care, mate.
All right. Thank you.